since the death of Michael Brown and also Eric Gardner, what we've seen is that there's been thousands of individuals who have been killed by law enforcement, and these are just some of the more high-profile cases that we have seen in the media of not only just black individuals, but also Latinx emerging adults as well. And so what we've seen is that nothing has slowed down in terms of individuals who have lost their lives at the hands of law enforcement officers.
I think one of the things that when I did, in fact, we didn't speak about that. I actually served 30 years in prison. And when I got out, I was dealing with a lot of the trauma that I had prior to my incarceration. My first encounter with the police was to seeing my uncle get killed right in front of me at the age of 6.
By the way, I am a torture survivor who served 27 years of his life wrongfully convicted. So going into that grocery store, what I learned is that I don't like people standing behind me. And being in that grocery store, people were lining up and standing behind me. And I kept telling people to, no, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. There probably was like, hey, who is the crazy person telling everybody to go ahead? But those are the side effects that people don't see from experienced police torture.
It's very challenging for us because nobody wants to believe that we have been tortured. Nobody wants to receive our story and give any credence to it, because we do and that's what happened to me. When I did come forward, somebody told me that that couldn't have happened to me.
I believe that we need to partner with formerly incarcerated individuals and to partner and to stand behind them and let them take the lead in changing this system. And I truly believe that it is going to be the folks who come home from prison who will be the change makers in our community and change the society around. How do we get behind them and support them? They the ones that's fired up. They the ones that experienced directly. They experienced it directly. Not only trauma from police, but trauma from the judges, trauma from the DA, trauma from the correctional officers up in the joint. You know what I'm saying? They fired up. They in front, and we need to be right behind them.
Good evening, everyone, and again, thank you so much for the invite. Lights and Sirens International was started based on my work in law enforcement. After retiring from basketball professionally, I decided to get involved. I became one of those that was tired of hearing conversations but nothing being done. So I decided to enter the job force as a minority.
Well, I want to first off by thanking everybody for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Being a member of the Lights and Sirens program has helped me tremendously. The 3 things I want to highlight that Ibn still installs in me today are ego, implicit bias, and accountability.
We successfully did another training, and then another, and then another, and over the course of about 18 months, we trained about 180 of the MBTA's officers, and we saw arrest rates dive from 1999 to 2009 by 84%. We saw incredible responses, and we saw a change in the culture because we had someone at the top saying, this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable.